Hi, welcome back to the book above equal. Chapter 2, Part 3. Let's continue from where we stopped. The priest planted a tree beside the grave for the remembrance of their immeasurable sacrifice. Few days after the ritual and the sacrifice that followed, a woman was heard screaming and calling out to the entire community as she ran towards the community square. The people who saw her ran after her. She, however, stopped running, and when she got to the community square, it was there that she told the people that the community was under attack, that she barely escaped the attack on her by the mercies of the gods. It happened that the invaders had launched attack from the two entrances of the community, thus locking everyone in with no escape routes. So Otika assembled the warriors and had them divided into two groups of 10 men each. Therefore, they were separated as they left for the battlefront, being the two entrances from which the invaders launched attack. When Oteka and his men got to the first and main entrance, the invaders sighted them and burst out laughing. They thought they were psychotic because of their number. Just 10 men. Something puzzled Something puzzling happened as Oteka and his men got closer to launch an attack. Their numbers. Their number has multiplied. Wow. The puzzled invaders could not believe it, and soon their puzzled state soon turned into fear as they started screaming that they did not understand what was playing out on the side of their enemies, whose number would not stop multiplying. Then Oteka and his men attacked as he sensed the fear in them, slaughtered many of them with their commander, caught like a rat while trying to flee. On the other hand, the same experience played out with the other 10. On the overall, 7 of their commanders were captured by Oteka and his men, whom they hid in a hut fortified with some powers. Soon the news of the victory filtered to the community and set everyone agog with shouts of joy and merriment. The next day they called for the priest and asked for what they do for him and the gods for the victory. The priest told them that a portion of land should be dedicated to the gods and that a big shrine should be erected on it. As demanded by the priest, the portion of land was given, and then cleansing ritual were performed for onwards building of the big shrine. 3 months after the invasion and the victory that followed, Azuka mother passed away. She was buried in the compound. The chief priest demanded that the blood of the captured captive would be sacrificed to the gods on the day that was sacred to them. So that day the prisoners were killed and their blood was sacrificed to the gods. On the other hand, Otika became wealthy with parcels of lands and animals. 6 of his daughters were handed out in marriage, and it was Azuka and the last daughter, Otama, who were left in the family. Azuka was also a hunter like his father Otika, but he desired such reputation like his father. So 10 years later, Otika died mysteriously. After his burial, the villagers were at peace. One day, Azuka decided to marry a beautiful girl he saw one day on his way back from hunting game. Besides, he went and killed a rabbit, which he brought to the young lady in connection with his potential marital proposal to her. There also arrived a hunter, who happened to be one of the sons of the warrior. He had on him an antelope he had killed for the same girl that Azuka wanted to marry. Let the best man win. It was then that Azuka was mocked and called weakling for killing a rabbit instead of something big. Wow. Where did you hear about mocking again? Calm down. As a result of this mockery, Azuka picked offense and started fighting with the young man. The father of the girl came and separated them. He therefore said to them, "This was how we will settle the matter, for he knew their fathers." The father of the maiden told them that any of the young men that will arrive with the biggest skill on a specific day will marry his daughter. So Azuka quickly went to seek the chief priest Umeze for advice. On his arrival, he saw his competitor at the same place and out of anger left and went back home. The other young man was Asi. Both were restless that night. Then his sister Otama asked Azuka why he refused to eat his food, and Azuka narrated to her what happened at Achim's place and asked what he could do in order not to be embarrassed and humiliated. Hence, he desperately wanted to marry Achim. So his sister suggested that if he killed the lion, that he would be greatly respected in the village. However, Azuka thought of it, and the next day he left and went far outside the village where he walked for 2 days seeking for a place of the gods. That night, that night, it was raining and he climbed a tree to pass the night. While he was there, he sighted a hut and got down and walked towards there. This is getting more interesting. But don't worry, join me back next time as I continue chapter 2. Have a lovely time. Take care.